Why is it important to not throw out organic trash with your, like, inorganic trash?
I think the biggest reason is that the more stuff you throw out, the faster the landfills fill up, and we are going to run out of landfill space. You have to consider, okay, the trucks are taking the garbage to the landfill, they're going to be spewing carbon into the air. Basically, 1/5 of the space in a landfill is cover space, so you're going to have the bulldozers, you're going to have the heavy machinery to cover the landfill, things like that, so they can get the less garbage you generate, actually, the better. Basically, the better for the planet.
So I'm guessing that you recommend having a compost in your yard?
Yeah, it's a good idea. My wife's got 2 worm bins, so we compost just about everything that's vegetable material. You need a little bit of shredded newspaper, shredded paper, nothing glossy or toxic or anything like that, but newspaper works really well. And you harvest the worm castings about every year or so, and then they make a great addition to your garden. Yeah, worm castings are just basically, it's what comes out of the back end of the worm.
Oh.
All right, but like we use animal manure, why can't you use worm manure?
I guess that's true.
It's a nice, convenient way to get rid of your putrescibles, things that break down.
You can do fruits too, though, right?
Yeah, you can do fruit as well. You have to be a little bit more careful with fruit.
Why?
The reason you have to be careful is that fruit attracts Drosophila flies, or little tiny fruit flies.
Yeah.
And if you're keeping the worm bin in your house, if you have banana peels that you either don't wash or you don't freeze for 30 minutes, or like orange peel, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just as easy to freeze it for 30 minutes, and then you can put it in the worm bin and you'll cut down on your fruit flies. But if you'll wind up with these little fruit flies anyway.
Yeah.
But the way you get rid of them is that you get a little funnel trap, like over there. What you do is you fill the bottom here. All right, you cut off the lid. All right, you make yourself a little funnel, and you fill the bottom with beer.
Really?
Beer, yeah, or cider.
Oh, doesn't that attract slugs too?
Yeah, but it's okay if it attracts slugs.
Oh.
Now, if this is in your house, I mean, if you have the worm bin under your sink, all right, you have that.
You can keep them in your house. Doesn't it smell?
No.
No?
No. You can usually keep them in a separate and assigned cupboard for them, or you can keep it. You can keep it in your mud room, and if you have fruit flies, they'll just fly in there. Fly into the beer or the cider, and that'll be the end of them.
Oh.
Okay.
That's good.
It'll work out well. Some people don't put onions, and they don't put like any kind of smelly
garlic.
Yeah, garlic. Well, garlic is okay, but yeah, anything that smells bad they don't put in the worm bin. But we keep our worm bin in the garage, and basically in the winter. Then in the summer, the worm bins go outside and into the shade, so they don't cook. We order them through the mail. You get what are called red wrigglers. The tiny worms. I don't believe that they can survive around here. I'm not sure about that, but they need. Yeah, I don't think they do. They do best at temperatures between 50 and like 90 degrees, or whatever we do best at. That's what worms, the little red wrigglers, like. You can just buy them, and you prep the worm bin. There's instructions online, and just throw them in there, and you got yourself a worm bin. No animal scraps, no meat. They're much harder to break down. They will. Bones are not good because that can attract things like rats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
you don't want that. Then you have a rat problem. I don't think beer will fix it.
Right. Yeah,
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.